So I was going to expose more patterning that I see that comes out of the generational value testing. 1, 2, can you hear me? Hello. Are you guys coherent at all? That's a question. See, coherency is an interesting word. I was trying to tell you about it, but see, co comes from the word couple, or maybe communications, maybe. But no, I think it comes from the word, like, it means two, like co-ed or something. So when you say cohere, that's a phenomenon that the narcissists just can't achieve. No, they're not like locative of reality. They're people that are in their heads a little bit too much. It's not really a bad thing to move in and out of it, but they are fully encapsulated. And that's the illness that starts, apparently it starts from 2 to 3. And see, did you know that men have the propensity to be the narcissist? And that is a real thing. So, because of a certain delicacy that it really is, I've been trying to explain here, and I'm getting really scientific. So, as to it doesn't matter how much of a cherry you do put up on top of it, it's curtains for us, babes. But when we expose what's going on the planet, as far as what you see, when it ends up that the generational values, say, of narcissism, when it's done its full length of life, usually they're big on money making. They want power and control. Pardon me, it looks like there's a fire on my floor, but there isn't. I put that fire up close just to freak out the big baby narcissists, by the way. And I want to explain to you why they end up big baby people that are worse than like women. And these are mainly men, older men. Oh, it's because, they go through their whole entire life being something that they aren't, not really. And see, apparently women have this they can be narcissists, but not without being labeled a psychopath, because of her position of power. And I've talked about that. See, men don't have position of power here. See, see, that's how the reverse is happening. In general, the population being farmed up systematically, legally, through intergalactic rule, the policies that they follow in order to do that, let's open the Epstein file, they are being transparent, they talk about it, they say, hey, and it's like right in front of your face, and 3/4 of you right now are right now, what do you do in this age where you're being exposed to so much information that it's literally like, okay, so you don't have a guide for this, like you just took a hit of LSD, or you took something that's going to alter your brains. It's going to try and do new synapses. It's going to try and enlighten your ass and to the truth and make you more real. But most people I'm talking about now, I'm thinking of the Taurus people. They can't handle it. They want to shut down, and they can. There's plenty of philosophy out there that will say you shouldn't do that. You should get into your myopia, and the concerns of the world just goes away. And it's like, did you know that shit adds up into a fucking wall? Ever hear of the wall? Come on, boom, ba-dum, I don't know, man. Narcissists are so fucking predictable. But see, you have to get above their ability to tap your nervous system and your mind, and then you can start testing, is there a fucking idiot there? Something that is just a mechanism predatorial. Like I said, it's a black and white signal. It's on or off. On or off. That's all it is. It's the ones and zeros. How about that? See. Now the thing that I wanted to keep talking about, which is the population, like the phenomena, and it's not very old. I don't think. I think that this was mastermind. They engineered it in accordance to the flaw. That's not really a flaw. It's just how God made it. See, they took what God made, and they really mangled it, and they made it turn against itself. And that is the fact that men, and this is very dangerous information, it is very dangerous on this planet. It's not because of what I'm about to say. It's because that the overpopulation thing. It's overpopulated by AI, which is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, and I'm not saying that women aren't capable of being artificial intelligence. In fact, you want to question the ones that are wearing makeup a lot, right? Standing in front of the mirror, because the narcissist, pardon me while I shut this down, it's either that or strip off my clothing. I think you want me to strip my clothing off more later, right? I just got more subscribes and likes. Which brings me to just keep on the train of, like, okay, so what's going on here? Why it's so dangerous on this planet, even for the potential of men. Men can notice this too, I hope. And like I was saying, I had a friend who did, and he's passed over now. I think he like realized something, and he graduated. And he's like, fuck this loveless plane full of robots pretending like they know what's going on, and that is precisely what I'm talking about. They're now what's peaking, what I detect and what we can see, and it does reflect in the world's politics, the way that more and more what we see up on the stage is these older white men, but they don't have to be white, right? But there they are. Okay, so these are narcissists, by the way, and these are not fully developed people. They are not humans. They are being puppeted by a background um, uh, entities that eventually, babes, you have no idea, but now we're getting to sci-fi, the real world. But you watch your sci-fi movies, and it kind of pokes around at it. Spiritually possessed people, things, just at the Vatican over there, all of them. See, now we can. Now, when I say spiritually possessed, I have experience. I'm a high priestess, by the way. I pay attention. I don't know. I'm observing. So when I'm an observer, so this means I can bend reality almost. But that's a whole other subject matter. My experience where I live in a hive full of the world condensed, which is the ecology of what appears to be human, in fact, is not. Only money can incubate this up, baby. The reptilian type, I think. See, I would see it as the shape shifting, and it's nothing like what we're talking about, what narcissism does. We're talking about spiritual possession now, where their eyes, it's in their pupils. You know, I love the word pupil because you need to be able to look into each other's eyes and find out, is there a human in there yet or not? See, the narcissist isn't really doing a head-on thing. And it is very difficult because did you know that the planet narcissist here um, turns everybody into a narcissist, basically? I mean, the worst kind, though, see. Because narcissism, in and of itself, its thing, what it is the ability to survive and say, no, I'm here, and I take control, and see, but there's a healthy aspect to that that is perfectly human. Otherwise, you're not human if you're not really standing up for yourself and saying, excuse me, and no, I can get it myself, kind of a thing. Uh, something like that. The grandiose, like, now I have my right to my, and that's at 2 to 3 is when a poor child is trying to exercise that, doing hyper learning also, and idiots around them. It's a hand me down. It's like that one David Ades explains is the octopus that is there. It's the tentacles. Now it reminds me of to keep talking about the global plague, the stew that we're in, that is so dangerous. And now I'm going to tell you, women, learn what love is, please, first. Learn your body. Learn how to have a good time. Because believe it or not, you are supposed to have a good time, especially with men here. They like to play. They are playful. And so learn how to play with them. Learn how to play. See if they can play a decent game of two square with you. Like just, you get a big square, you get a ball and you're hitting the ball across, and the rule is it has to bounce first. It doesn't have to. I mean, if you can go pow, pow, like they do with volleyball. See, volleyball is not, See, what I'm just saying is, can you play a game fairly? Like within the lines of the rules are, in this particular two square, is not to try to annihilate each other, but to volley. Volley a ball. Um, Keep it in the air, keep it bouncing back and forth as long as you possibly can. Start building up a record. Out of 3 times that you played, try to exceed the record of the first time, and see what I'm saying? But narcissists cannot play games because of the failing factor or the losing. They're too in their heads about it. They already think they lost. I don't know. It's just, see, that's the thing. If you cannot play a game with these people, Hans, number one, do not fucking reproduce with them. Sorry, I've got cat issues, man. So what we have is the sun is going to rise behind me. Let me just go shut that curtain, or open the curtain, and you'll see that the sun will be rising. I wanted to get that effect going, but I wanted to talk to you more about, and I'm actually doing it with a cherry on top, but it doesn't matter. In fact, the male population that isn't awakened yet, that's basically what it is. See, they have this shit going on in their heads about everything. It is the sickest fucking place. What is Shauna Ware? Welcome to the world. And it hasn't been overlaying very long. If any of you think with me about it, if you think in the comfort of your own home, if you allow yourself to, if you ever wonder why you can't, then we're in process of waking up right now. It is actually what is on